everyone.
Hi, it's Linda.
And Mara, and we're with Paint Transfer Design.
About silk all-in-one mineral paint. So
We're actually located in Warwick, Rhode Island, if you are not familiar with us or haven't been to our shop. Like Linda said, we're going to be doing a demonstration of what we call a makeover for these darling jewelry boxes that we have here using the silk mineral all-in-one mineral paint.
So what this is, it's an all-in-one mineral paint. It has the paint, primer, and top coat all in one. It's self-leveling. You want to prepare your piece very well before you put it on. The key to painting any piece of furniture is preparation. So the very first thing you want to do is clean your piece with White Lightning Cleaner, which is a TSP product, Dixie Belle product. So follow the instructions on the container. You add it to a gallon of water or a spray bottle filled with water. Spray it on the piece, wipe it down, and then you also want to spray water on the piece and wipe that down until you get a clear finish.
Or nothing else comes off of the piece onto your rag or whatever it is you're using.
So the first thing that Mara's going to demonstrate is how to scuff sand your piece.
You're just going to go very quickly across the top of it. I've already done the front, so just a basic to take away the shininess so that the paint sticks, or doesn't not stick, I should say. And then you're going to just take a tack cloth like I have here and wipe it all down, and no more shiny, no more dry either.
So the silk mineral paint comes in 20 colors and they're all beautiful. It's it's based on the Hampton line of colors, paint colors, beachy theme, upscale. These are all the colors.
They're very classy.
So one good thing about this is you don't have to buy top coat sealer. It's an all-in-one product. So I painted this piece, I scuff sanded it and painted this piece with Cape Currant. It's a beautiful color and it dries to a flat sheen. It's the two coats on here. And this is what the furniture looked like before I painted it. And if we have enough time, I'm going to demonstrate the Dixie Belle Bells and Whistle stencil on this with the gold mousse. So what color are you going to use on yours?
I'm going to use the Conch. It's a pinky color. It's very pretty. If you can see the color here, it's a little difficult, but it's very pretty. How would you describe the color? Like a baby pink color?
Yeah. It's similar, you know, we shouldn't be comparing it to the Dixie Belle paint colors, but it's close.
Paint.
Yeah, it's close to Tea Rose, but Tea Rose is a little darker, I think.
Yeah.
This is a little lighter. And I'm going to be doing black sands on this piece. So when you open up your container, you want to stir the paint because it has a lot of pigments in it. And one thing I want to note on this piece that I have, it's a jewelry box, but it's kind of like a lacquer finish. If you have a lacquer finish and you want to use the silk mineral paint, you want to scuff sand it and then you want to use slick stick on it. I didn't have time to use slick stick on this, but I did put boss on it. But we're going to see how it goes. Any metal, plastic, laminate, scuff sand it and then put slick stick on it, and you still have odors with a piece of furniture, you want to use the Boss, because this does not block odors, if I'm correct, right?
I don't believe it does.
No, it doesn't. So when you use it, you have to use a dry brush. You're not going to add any water to this product.
A dry synthetic brush,
Yes.
like the Dixie Belle brushes.
Yes.
I'm using round small for my piece today.
And I am using flat small. So this is dry. You're going to dip in. It's a very creamy, self-leveling product.
And unlike the chalk paint, you want to actually get a decent amount on your brush.
And you want to go in one direction. You're not going to do the crosshatch. Chalk paint, you would do a crosshatch, but you want to try to do long, even strokes. It's very creamy, self-leveling. It's very relaxing using this paint.
Very much so.
I wish I'm going to go over and see the comments. I can't see the comments. For some reason, I can't get it up on my computer. I painted, this is a 2-tiered table, and I painted a nightstand and a small side table in less than an hour, and I was completely done with all, well, less than an hour for the first coat, and then I went back and did a second coat, and it was very quick. So here's the first coat of black sands on this product. That's so pretty.
Thank you.
So Mara and I work together at a law office, and she is my daughter-in-law, and we get along. Sometimes.
No, most of the time we get along. We have a very fun time.
Yes, we do. We agree to disagree. Is that the saying?
I think so.
But you can see how fast this goes on. It's just exactly what the product says. It's silk.
Yeah. That is a great, I don't even know the word I'm trying to think of, but
Description?
yes.
So if anyone has any questions and we don't get to them, we can answer them. So leave your questions in the comments and we will answer them. We have all the products in stock. We actually are an elite retailer, and the elite retailers will do have exclusive access to the paint right now, the silk. So we do have it in stock. We ordered 2 boxes full of silk paint, so you can go to our website painttransferdesign.com and order it.
And if you're familiar with us and you live in Warwick or in Rhode Island or New England area, feel free to give us a call or stop by our shop in Warwick.
Yeah.
We offer curbside pickup.
You can make an appointment, you can come in. One thing, when you do come into the shop, Mara and I get so excited over the products. If the 2 of us are in the shop at the same time, we may be overwhelming you with all these ideas we have, but we do educate the people on all the products that we have. I'm gonna just check something.
The people, she means you guys, our favorite customers. You're all our favorite customers, but we do get a little carried away sometimes, getting so excited about it, wanting to share all the knowledge with everyone about how the products work and how great they look when you get to use them. One interesting thing is you can use this paint in a sprayer, and that's the only time that they suggest you just thin it out a little to put in the sprayer that you use water.
Oh.
But I believe it's only no more than 8 ounces for a gallon of paint.
Okay, so Nancy Norcliffe is telling us to speak louder. And can you guys tell me, are we full screen or we are sideways? Yes, we're sideways.
Oh boy.
For whatever reason. Let me try. I'm sorry, guys. They told us to put the phone horizontal.
Just stand it up more.
This is the silk mineral paint all-in-one.
Not chalk paint.
Not chalk paint. It is black sands, and this is the first coat.
I'm using conch. This is also my first coat. What I did prior to putting the paint on was scuff sand, just to get the shiny off of it, and then used a tack cloth to clean off the sand residue.
So I have the paint left-handed.
I cleaned it with white lightning.
Mm-hmm.
Lost my mind for a second. And then I cleaned it off with just plain water after the white lightning, just to remove any leftover, if there were any. And then started painting. It's already starting to dry on the top here.
If you want to use the dryer and dry that and show them what a second coat is going to look like.
Sure, it might be something similar.
What? Well, I'm just going to continue painting, so it's going to be silent for 1 minute.
So you can see how nice it is. Just the first coat there, how great the coverage is. Now that it's dried, it's very smooth. What do you think? It's beautiful. It's like the texture of it. It even feels silky when you touch it once it's dry.
It does. Let's see. And if you want, when you finish doing 2 coats of paint, if you either give this as a gift or you sell furniture, you can add a top coat. For instance, you can use the Dixie Belle clear coat on the top if you want a sturdier finish, but you don't have to. It's just an option for extra security. But
like in a high traffic area.
Yeah, and one important note, it does take, I believe it's 21 to 30 days, what is it? Yeah.
21 to 30 days to cure.
Yep. So we're using the Dixie Belle synthetic brushes. You want to use a dry brush and do not add water to your brush. So when you use chalk paint, you mist and you add water. You do not add water with this product. That's one important thing.
The only one time you can use water is if you're using it in a sprayer, and it's only to thin it out a little.
Mm-hmm.
But other than that, there's no water.
Okay. So I'm just gonna dry my drawer and do a second coat on it. So that's 1 coat of black sands on a very shiny piece of furniture. And this is a perfect opportunity if you are new to painting, whether it's chalk paint or the silk paint, go to your Goodwill and look for a jewelry box, a small piece of furniture that you can practice on.
Side table,
right?
A clearance sign at your local craft store.
You know, Facebook Marketplace, you can always get things on there for free. Let's see, I'm just gonna check in. Are we speaking loud enough? I know our voices are soft. Please let us know. Nancy, I think you commented that we were not speaking loud enough. The camera probably should be closer. Alrighty. Let me do the second coat on the top.
Yeah.
A couple of other things with this product. When you're using it, you should keep the cover on because it will have a film on it. So if you step away from this for a while, you really need to come back and stir it because there will be a layer on the top. So the paint dries on your product from the inside out. So it's primer, paint, and top coat. And the drying process is from inside out. Before you do anything on this, if you wanted to add gilding wax or mousse or the gemstone mousse, I would wait at least 24 hours. So I just stepped away from this for a minute or so, and I'm just going to stir it. And if you're working on a project and you don't want to clean your brush off, if you put it in a Ziploc bag and you seal the bag and put it in your refrigerator or freezer, it will stay until the next time you paint. So you don't have to clean your brush off at that time. But regular soap and water or
White lightning.
Mara likes to use white lightning to clean her brushes. And then
Works wonders.
The scrubby soap is another thing.
Oh yeah.
The scrubby soap is an all-in-one. This has a what is that called?
A sponge built into.
Sponge.
So it's a sponge and the soap is made around the sponge.
Yes, and this is lemon. So I just run it under water and I take my brush and I clean it like that and I keep it in this container. You can take it out. The soap is on the bottom and the sponge is on the top. We worked all day today at the office, so we're both a little tired. We still have time. Okay, Nancy Norcliffe says that we're speaking loud enough now.
Good.
That woman, I don't know about her.
Yeah. Thanks, Mom.
So funny. Love you, Nancy. Okay, how's that second? What?
That paper.
Oh.
My second coat's drying.
Have any of you used the Dixie Belle products? Have you been using the chalk paint, the paint brushes, or has anyone got their hands on the silk mineral paint yet? Just let us know in the comments.
How do you like it? What's your favorite product?
Nancy, our shop is in Warwick, Rhode Island. And we have a website, painttransferdesign.com. So you can order online if you're local, either in Connecticut, Rhode Island, Massachusetts. You can order online and choose curbside pickup, and we'll let you know when your order is ready, and we can bring it out to your vehicle when you arrive. Our hours are Monday through Friday, and then we have appointments on the weekend.
The hours Monday through Thursday are 9 to 1 and Friday 9 to 12, but we're very close. It's very local for us, so we are willing to make an appointment with you to come back to the office, come back to the shop, and meet you there to, set up whatever product you're looking to purchase.
I'm just going to dry the second coat on this one to show you. It's so pretty. So that's 2 coats dry, and I think while Mara's still doing her second coat, I'm going to show you how to do the stencil. What's the history of your jewelry box? I know that you got it from your house or your family.
I believe it was my grandmother's. My dad's mom.
Mm-hmm.
We were cleaning out their house, getting ready to sell it last year, and was one of the pieces that was there, and she didn't need to take it or want to take it with her to the new place that she's living at, so I wanted to keep it as a family heirloom, so to say.
Okay, so this is part of a 2-tier table that I purchased on Facebook Marketplace. I put 2 coats of, what color? I'm sorry, Mara's laughing at me. Cape Currant. I'm wondering if they want us to come closer here.
Oh yeah, it's a little close.
Is that good, or?
Is that better?
You back up with that. Yeah, that's good. That's good. We're sorry, guys. This is our first time doing this. All right. I'm going to come back over. So while Mara's painting that, move this out of the way.
Just waiting for it to dry now.
Okay. So these are the new bells and whistle silk screens. And stencil. That's why Mara is always correcting me. Hi, Jackie Chassie. How are you? I see you watching. Stop laughing at me.
No, I'm not laughing because you're doing anything wrong. It was funny.
Okay. Silk screen stencils.
Yep.
Is that what I said? Silk screen stencils.
Yep.
Okay. So it comes in a set of 3. These are the 3 in this package.
They're mandalas.
That's the first one, the second one, and the third one. This one's great when you want to put it on a half, on the edge, and you want to have half of it off. But guys, let me know, which one do you want me to put? I'm going to put it in the center here, and I'm going to use the gemstone mousse. Which one should I use? Should I use number 1 with the pointed edges, or number 2? Stop laughing.
With the rounded edges.
With the rounded edges. I know which one I want to use. That's what, Nancy, we are so much alike. I wanted to use number 2. Thank you, Nancy. Oh, Valerie said number 2. Okay. So the way these work, my nails are terrible. You peel them off. I might have to have Nara do it. One second. All right. So when you peel them off, there's a sticky backing on the back. And you want to keep this. Do not throw it away. So any normal person would have knocked the center of this, which I'm just going to eyeball it. I'm not normal. Okay.
Next time we'll get it right. We'll be much more prepared.
So
the stencils are reusable up to 10 times.
So I don't think I want to use the edge. I just want to
No.
use. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take some tape and just tape it off just in case I get messy. How's your second coat coming off?
Still drying a little. You don't want to run the dryer if you
Okay. So this is the package the gemstone mousse comes in, and I'm going to use gold. Okay. When you open this up, the mousse is very creamy. You want to stir it. I use the opposite end, but I hope this works out because I've never done this before. Then you also want to have a paper towel to blot any extra. But I'm just going to take it off my stick here. And I have a little brush. You can use a makeup brush or a stencil brush.
You can use your fingers.
Yeah. You can use your fingers, Mara says.
Like finger painting.
Yes. Kids love this.
So, one thing to note about the silk paint, when you apply it, it isn't like chalk paint. So, if you're a perfectionist like me, once you apply it, leave it alone. Don't over apply it. Just, it will leave brush strokes if you go back. Just like if you were to go back, as if when you do use chalk paint and you, I don't know, you let it dry before you smooth it out, or how would you explain that? See how it...
You don't want to overwork it. You want to go in one direction and it dries. You know, you don't want to keep going back over it. You want to go basically one time. But if you do see any lumps or whatever or drips, you can quickly go back. But do not overwork the paint because that's not...
I'll show you what happens.
Okay.
Which is fine because it's such a new product that everybody is really new to it. We love it, but it takes a little getting used to when you change up the products you're using, considering the techniques are a little different.
So these silk screen stencils...
I think you sweater in it.
Where?
Oh, I thought it rubbed on it. It might not have.
You want to wash them right away after you're done using them, because you can use them up to 10 more times. I'm just going to peek and see.
I think it's 10 times total.
Yeah. So I just took a little peek, and I just want to make sure I got all the areas. This isn't like a regular stencil, it's a silk screen, so it has a little netting underneath, very fine netting to, like silk screens. That's, Mara's laughing at me again.
It is silk screen.
That's what I'm trying, well.
Like you're thinking of silk screen, that is what this is.
Exactly. So, this is the gemstone mousse. We also have the gilding waxes.
And what is the other one called?
Chameleon wax.
The chameleon wax.
Lilac, cactus, and one other color.
Watermelon? Is that it? Melon? Something pink. That's all I can think of. I can't think of what the color is right now.
All right. Let's see, I'm gonna give it darker over there. Over here.
It's just dab heavy.
Like I said, this is the very first time I've used this, so I want to make sure that I getting all the spots before I take it up. How's the second coat of your?
As I mentioned before, I don't know if it's easy to see or not, but from overworking the paint, it didn't dry correctly because I continued to go back and forth. It's okay, I imagine.
You can do a light, like
a light coat over it.
You can sand it with the wool, you know that, you know what that stuff is
I can't
called?
think of the name of it either.
triple
Yeah.
zero.
The steel wool?
Yeah.
Steel wool.
Or
But
a very fine sandpaper, and then do another coat. Are you gonna do the? Oh, that's gonna be so pretty.
yeah, I was gonna just try it with the white paint for now, just to see how it looked.
So another thing too, when we're working this product, we're not allowing it to dry long. And this piece that I'm working on has been dry. Mara's piece, you would probably want to wait for it to dry for 24 hours before you put a stencil on or anything.
Absolutely.
So
We're just trying to give you an idea of what it looks like.
and if it doesn't work out, I could have used a larger sponge here, but if it doesn't work out, you can lightly sand it and repaint it. This is so pretty. I kind of like the variations in the color.
Oh, that looks really cool.
Okay guys, we're on a time thing. Do you want to, are you going to use this?
Yeah, I'm gonna use the white
Oh, okay,
paint
that's
on
right.
here.
So. Not doing what I said I was going to do.
What's that?
Tap my excess off.
The excess wax,
Yeah.
mousse.
I'm going to try this technique too, guys. I'm thinking silk screen, when they do the silk screen, they drag it across.
Oh yeah.
So that's what I'm kind of doing. Someone said, okay. So these products are all so new that we hadn't had a chance to use all of them, but all right, I'm gonna take this off. Oh yeah, that's what you got to do that. Do it like this.
With the mousse.
Mm-hmm. Oh, you have the, that's right. so I'm kind of doing it like this with the mousse. Spreading it all around. Oh my god, it's so pretty. I should have used a larger brush.
Dabbing sponge?
Dabbing sponge.
Oh, that's not. I thought it was a hair. You know how my hair is usually everywhere on these pieces when I'm painting, or dog hair.
Alright, let's see. See?
That looks so good.
So it's forgiving enough where if you see spots you want to add more, you can just go back and add more. What I like about it, it doesn't bleed through. You don't get bleed through marks.
It sticks right to your piece that you have it applied to. You don't have to worry about it moving on you.
Mm-hmm. Oh my god, I love this.
It looks so great.
I'm sorry guys, reveal is in like 2 seconds. Anyone have any questions?
I'm just gonna try mine.
So we'll be able to see the difference between using paint and a mousse, gemstone mousse. Mara, is the paint coming? Oh my god. So nice. Yeah, the paint.
The light's too bright. I think you can see it.
Okay, 1 second. Let me just pull
no
this
problem.
off. So the gemstone mousse, I had a little bit more working time on my project itself, but it's definitely worth the results.
Much less messy cleanup too.
Yeah, look at how pretty that is. Oh my god. I love it. Now Mara did the white. What did you do?
I used white cap for the piece that I did.
What drawers for?
This is also a jewelry box. It's not the end of the show music.
So just to repeat.
Thanks, Mom.
Repeat here. I'm just going to put that down. These are the silk screen stencils from Dixie Belle. We have them available and we'll be adding more. So after you're done using it, you want to wash it off and you can reuse it.
What can you use to wash it off? Can you use like a baby wipe?
Yes, you can, Miss Mara. And just to show you, this is 2 coats of the silk black sands, and this one on the right or your left is 1 coat. Yep, someone also said that the conch is close to apricot color.
It is. After a few coats.
Yep.
Like the second coat definitely brought the apricot out more.
So another thing you can do with the stencils, if she wanted to keep that on, she could have added some gold highlights. So,
Oh, that's actually what I was thinking.
oh, now you're not going to be able to line it up again. So that's all we have for you guys tonight. Again, if you have any questions, leave it in the comments. We'll probably be doing another video in a couple more weeks.
Yep.
Let us know what you want to see.
Let us know how we did.
I know this is our very first time, so we're a little green. I don't know what you want to say.
As my nephew would say, we're noobs.
So we have all the products. We're an elite premier retailer. We have all the products in Warwick, Rhode Island. And check out our website on painttransferdesign.com.
Yep,
We have
Instagram.
Paint Transfer Design, and you can call us at any time, We have a Facebook page. All the contact information is on our website and on our Facebook page. We also do have a YouTube channel where we've been trying to add how-to videos, so you can check that out at Paint Transfer Design. Leave comments, questions, whatever you'd like to see in the future. Thank you for joining us.
Thank you, guys.
Good night.
Good night.
We'll post pictures of the finished product.